Today, let's talk about stacking foundations, going from this to this. How's everybody doing today? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and welcome to Gremlin Gaming. So I'm going to show you some stacking techniques for foundations that will change your aspect of building completely. So first off, you need to know where you're going to build. You need a little bit of ground to actually work with. And most importantly, you're going to need a perk. You're going to want contractor. It's extremely important. Next, you want to know what you're going to build. You got to have an idea in mind of what you want your camp to be based on. If you don't have an idea of where to put your camp, just look around until you find something that you like. I'm using the White Springs train station as an example in this video, and I am going to use the mountainside to my advantage. Now, it's important to start at a high point when you're doing this technique. And a technique that you're going to want to learn is when you're putting your foundations down, if you hold X and use your left and right bumper, you can change the altitude of your actual foundation. I'm not sure what the control is on Xbox, but on PlayStation it is X. And then your bumpers. So people don't realize that you can actually take a foundation that's in a higher elevation and remove a staircase or a slant from it, giving you two separate foundations at two different levels. You can continue to use this process until you are actually one block exactly below another foundation, enabling the actual stacking of foundations. Now you can do this several times depending on how much height you're giving yourself. If you give yourself enough height, you can build down 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. It just depends on where you put your box and how much room you're giving yourself. Now you do want to make sure that your box is out of the way. And this will take some playing around with to get the hang of. Now, if your block is not making contact, or your foundation is not making contact with part of the ground or another rock, it does not consider that block to be valid as far as having a support underneath of it. So you need to make sure that you're actually making contact with the ground. You can actually fiddle around with the slants and the foundations and continue to remove it until you figure out where you want everything set up. Once you figure out your elevations, everything is aligned. You can make everything snap together. It just takes a little bit of time and materials. But make sure that you have contractor and that you're not scrapping things, that you're storing them. Now, you can run into problems where it'll tell you that you can't do something, and unfortunately, you just kind of have to work around that. Your best bet is to make sure that you're not making contact with another foundation. Making contact with another foundation typically will cause it to think that it can't do that. And don't be afraid to remove a foundation either, because you can always go back and start from the top and work your way back down if you need to once you figure this out. Now, I am going to be showing a special of one of my camps that I use this technique for, and built a extremely large castle. I hope you all enjoy the video.